needed a new challenge for the winter time this year when I'm not doing the DIY, because I don't really want to finish work and then think, hey, great, now it's time to dig up the flooring. So I wanted to do something which was fun, but doesn't involve helicopters and is hopefully substantially cheaper. Now, I've been playing around a lot on the iMac with something called Tractor Pro, which is some music mixing software where you can take various tracks and mix them together using filters and effects and all sorts of fun things, which is actually great fun. Even though I'm not particularly good at it, it makes it surprisingly easy, and you can get some good effects and things, and I really quite enjoy mucking around with that. So yeah, at the grand old age of 42, I thought, wouldn't it be a great idea to learn something different. Now, when I was about 7, 8 at school, I tried to learn the trombone. Didn't work very well because I'm sure the teacher was a little bit of a creepy pedo. He did frighten me somewhat, so that didn't get very far, other than be able to produce something that vaguely sounded like a note, even though it probably wasn't. So I thought, well, let's learn a musical instrument. Thought about it, I thought something like the guitar or something like that, but I thought, no, my hand coordination isn't really great for that sort of thing. So I thought, well, stick to what you know. Learn to play a keyboard. So I thought, fine. Okay, so for Christmas, I got 2 really cool things off Jamie. One of them was this video lighting, which I will now edit in beautifully here, and you can see it, which makes me look ghostly white on a dead black background. And the other one is this little thing. It's a mini MIDI keyboard that plugs into the iMac, and it's great. And it's only like 1.5 octaves or something, but it allows you to basically just grab it out from behind the monitor and play away. And I've been learning to play Gary Newman's Our Friends Electric. I've only done a few sessions on it so far, but I now know all the patterns, and it's quite good. I really enjoyed that. I found some YouTube videos on how to play it, so I've learned all that, and that's coming on quite well. But the problem with this is, even though it's great and easy to access and everything else, it's not really very good for learning to play anything kind of long, because it doesn't have enough keys. So, as I don't do things by halves, I bought one of these as well off eBay. This is a Casio 7200 keyboard. Now, this is one of these great things that like has a built-in drum kit and 4 million sounds and everything else, and can do single key chords and all that sort of rubbish. And I've got that and a number of fun books on how to play the keyboard, and I went through that on Thursday, because it's currently sort of Christmas week at the moment, and I managed to play London's Burning and Ode to Joy and other such rubbish. But the problem I seem to have is I'm fine on the right hand and I can do all that, and even when I had the waltz beat going, I could keep up with that, it's fine. But then I had the problem with the left hand with the single key chords. Trying to synchronise the right hand with the left hand wasn't happening. So it needs a lot more practice, I fear, on that to get it there. But I should be able to do it, because at the moment I can do the cyclic on the right with the collective on the left and land a helicopter on a half-metre disc from a mile away. So I should be able to change chords. Anyway, time will tell. The other fun thing of that, of course, is Our Friends Electric is actually designed to be played on a Mini Moog, which is an analog synthesizer from the 70s. Now, these are still available if you've got about £5 and they come in beautiful wooden cabinets and are not polyphonic. So basically they can only play one sound at a time, but they do sound great. So that keyboard's good, but the instruments on it just aren't the same as a really ancient synthesizer. So I ended up buying a really ancient synthesizer. This is a Roland Juno-D. It's not that ancient actually, it's about 2004. So it's 10 years old, but it still has sort of its chips and things going back to some of the original Roland kit. It's a Roland Juno-D, but it's not to be confused with like the Juno 5 and stuff like that, which are analog synthesizers. This is a PCM sort of synth, but it's got some fantastic sounds on it. Bought it off eBay, stated as ready to play. So when I got it, I tried it out. Half the notes didn't work. So I spent 5 hours on a Sunday afternoon with a bottle of contact cleaner and a lot of TLC, and now all the keys work beautifully. The only thing which is a bit knackered is the volume control, which needs replacing. But I did find a place which is shipping me one for £6. So that'll be cool to get that going. And then I will be able to do my Gary Numan on it and hopefully learn some other songs as well. I plan on that's sort of the challenge, to do the Gary Numan and play that. But I would like to be able to play some songs from music as well, which is why I got the other keyboard and some books on songs and things. So when I was at school, I did actually do music GCSE and passed it fine. I can read music, all that sort of thing, and used to find it quite simple. So hopefully I can pick that up again. Certainly when I was playing the songs the other day, I could read the music and tap them out, no problem. So it should come fine. I will expand this few bits of kit a little bit. I will get a stand, because at the moment it's on the coffee table, and I've done enough hunching in my teenage years over computer keyboards. I don't do that with any more types of keyboards now. So I will get a stand, a 2-tier one, so I can put both on it and do this sort of crap. And I will get a mixer as well, the USB, so I can connect that back to the iMac. And I will also probably get, I was looking at Cubase and Ableton, but I spoke to a friend of mine over Christmas who swears by Ableton, and Ableton is currently on offer. So I will probably get Ableton as well to do the MIDI recording and a MIDI interface, because I will need to set up a drum track for the Gary Numan stuff. So anyway, that's my challenge this year, to learn to play a keyboard, which is something a bit different. Considerably cheaper, you know, what I spent on this wouldn't fly a helicopter for 45 minutes. So it's considerably cheaper and still good fun. And it's something you can just kind of pick up and get on with, which would be nice, rather than having to drive to Staverton, refuel and do all the other crap. So it's a sort of a pick up and go hobby, which would be quite nice. I can do it in the evenings. Jamie's currently got a treadmill sat out in the dining room next to an arcade machine, which I will try and get into eBay off, because he's used it about twice and it doesn't go fast enough for me. And I will then put my keyboard rack there and stuff, and that would be cool. So right, well that's basically it really. So in the coming 6 months, which will probably be till I do the next one, I will be learning to play a keyboard. I will be finishing off the DIY, flying more helicopters. Quick thing, work-wise, really busy at the moment. We're on probably the last 2 months of the project, so I'm going to be totally flat out for the next couple of months working on that. I'm trying at the moment to kind of get up a little bit earlier and do sort of 9 till 5-ish without any breaks, and then that gives me a bit more in the evenings. But what I'm finding is happening, I'm now starting at 9 in the morning and then still finishing at 10 at night, so I'm just doing longer hours. But that's got to stop. I've got to be quite determined to just do the hours that I'm supposed to do, because doing all the extra hours isn't good for me. And your sort of productivity kind of ramps down as well, so it's not really worth it. But that project's due out in March. Not sure what I'm doing after that. We will probably update the internals of the engine and things before we move on to the next thing. So that's it for now. And there's some other fun videos on my channel. There's some more collabs with me and Jamie. We will do some more of them hopefully during the next few months. There will no doubt be more helicopter videos and other fun things that I can think of. I'll probably do some more rant videos as well, because they seem to be quite popular. The last one was about tapas. What the fuck is that all about? Anyway, that's it for now. Thanks for watching. If you want to subscribe to my channel, then click on my face.